you can't see it there from the referee, but it was a great shot. He stepped around with it. The left foot's gone outside of the right foot of the southpaw, right on the temple. Right on the temple, right shoulder, right hook, right on the temple, and he does it again, doubles it up again, but the first one did all the damage.
He jumped in with a body shot, which initially I thought was what had done it, and then he lands with two right hands to the side of the head.
And he's done, and look at this now, there's nothing really clean conclusive. He's got on the top of the head there, he's obviously coming from the first one. The referee could have easily stepped in after the first knockdown. And the referee Steve was right to step in there, and you've got to be happy for him.
Lovely fella, Tete.
Magandang araw mga idol bossing, welcome back sa ating munting channel. Noong September 16 taong 2017 ay iyon ang araw na nagpang-abot ang dalawang kapwa Pinoy sa ibabaw ng luna mula sa katauhan ni Cuadro alas JOHNRIEL CASIMERO ng Ormoc City kontra kay alias Zorro ng Zamboanga del Norte na si Jonas Sultan. Naging maganda ang ipinamalas ng dalawang Pinoy sa ibabaw ng luna mga idol. Dikdikan ang laban hanggang dulo at sa sobrang lakas ng mga kamao nitong dalawang Pinoy mga idol ay parang yumanig ang bansang Pilipinas. Sinaksihan ang kanilang laban mga idol ng marami nating kababayang Pilipino na ginanap sa Cebu City noon. Ngunit nagtapos ang kanilang bakbakan sa pamamagitan ng unanimous decision mga idol busing at ang mga hurado ay pumabor kay Jonas Sultan upang makuha ang IBF Junior Bantamweight title eliminator. At ayon pa sa mga boxing fans ay ganun talaga ang laro, may isang panalo at may isang talo. Bilang isang profesional na boksingero itong si CASIMERO mga idol ay tinanggap nito ang pagkatalo sa mga panahon na iyon at ang kanyang ginawa ay nagpapalakas at bumangon hanggang sa nabigyan ito ng panibagong laban at humakot ito ng siyam na magkakasunod na panalo at kabilang dito ang 7 impresibong knockouts mga idol. At ayon pa sa Treasure Boxing Promotions mga idol ay may darating na laban si Cuadro alas CASIMERO na gaganapin sa Japan ngayong October 12, 2023 laban sa isang semi-retired boxing trainer at dating IBF Super Bantamweight World Champion na si Yoshinori Ogoni. Bago pa man mangyari ang laban na ito mga idol ay balikan muna natin ang isa sa nagdaang laban ni Cuadro alas CASIMERO kung gaano pa kadelikado mapahanggang ngayon ang ating pambato nung harapin ito ang hari ng Bantamweight Division, isang South African fighter na naghari ng mahabang panahon sa Bantamweight Division. Noong November 30 taong 2019 ay naganap ang isang laban sa United Kingdom sa pagitan ni JOHNRIEL CASIMERO versus Sulanit Tite at nakataya sa laban ito ang WBO World Bantamweight Belt ni Sulanit Tite na noon ay may kartadang 28 wins, 3 losses with 21 knockouts mga idol. Samantalang si CASIMERO ay may 27 wins, 4 losses with 18 knockouts. Hindi na natin to patatagalin pa mga idol.
This brilliant South Africa.
Well, the obvious tactic is to get inside that beautiful long jab there of Tete, which is achievable, but the problem is that you have that uppercut to worry about. We've seen that, how effective that can be in the past. He takes a little half a step back, Tete, and then whips that uppercut right through the middle.
Tete had one win, which came in 11 seconds, the quickest ever in a world title fight. So it's not... I suspect that might never be broken. CASIMERO, who'll be known to British fans as the man who stopped Charlie Edwards in September 3 years ago in an IBF flyweight title defence. He won this interim title in February against Ricardo Espinosa and then defended it in August against Cesar Ramirez. Both of those came by way of stoppage.
Oh, he's a quality operator, and if you allow him forward momentum and he gets it on his side, then he's a really hard man to deter. He really is. So for Tete, it's just keeping him in his place all the time, pivoting on that front foot, whipping that jab out, not shortening the gap.
Tete, tremendous athlete, stands 5'9", only weighed 8 stone 4. The weigh-in comfortably made the 8'6" limit.
That's the
does enough. We commentated on a fight over in Yekaterinburg last year. It was that fight last October. And that was that sort of fight, wasn't it? He won by about a 4 or 5 point margin, but he never really took any risks at all.
No, he can coach the fight, can't he? So he can stick in second gear, just kick you off and be happy with that.
Well, fairly quiet opening round. Bell just coming up as CASIMERO tries to launch that right hand and just one, Murray.
I give him the edge. Some of those flicking jabs were enough to give him the edge for me. CASIMERO didn't really do enough, if anything, to be fair.
Quiet sort of opener, wasn't it? Test will come when CASIMERO lands one of those big punches,
or when he fully commits to an attack. He's jumped into a few attacks, but I don't think he's been fully committed. And when he does that, if he can be effective, or if Tete can read it, and as we said earlier, whip that uppercut on the target.
CASIMERO promoted by the legendary Manny Pacquiao. Sean Gibbons representing the little master over here. I think he's the chief executive officer or something of Pacquiao Promotions.
Or something.
Yeah, well, it's a significant job, you know. He introduced himself to me as that, and also as the president, so I'm not sure which it was.
Again, CASIMERO got too much experience just to rush in because he knows he'll walk on the shots, but also with him not doing that means he's not being remotely effective. And even though Tete's not doing enough, he should be doing a lot more with that right jab, to be fair.
Tete just looks huge in comparison to CASIMERO.
That's an advantage he always has over pretty much every fight that he's faced.
Talked about moving up in weights, that might happen at some point, and I guess another option, talked about Inui, but Rigondeaux, the Cuban, is fighting Liborio Solis for the regular WBA title. That's coming up in about 3 weeks, and Tete's talked about fighting Rigondeaux, or as he's correctly pronounced with the Spanish accent, Rigondeaux.
And look, two absolute geniuses, but it could also be a stinker of a fight, because they might just both be looking at each other.
Could be a chess match,
daring
couldn't it?
each other to make the first move, yeah.
Which this is a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, it is, and again, CASIMERO's trying to attack, but short little right hand there. I thought it was half a head as well.
As ever, Tete's
only barely doing enough, John. I just think
that's what we said, isn't it? I mean, this is what he did against Mikhail Aloyan when he fought over in Yekaterinburg in Russia last October.
Well, obviously, that's better there for CASIMERO.
Doubling up on the jab.
Well, I guess he thinks still, it's your move to close the gap, not mine. I'm the taller fighter with a longer reach. I want to keep it on. You gotta try and bring it to me.
Packs of experience, though, CASIMERO. World title fights. Tete 5-1. He's won his last 12 since September 2012. CASIMERO got it. He's got him with a now. He's given it. He's got him with a body shot. Was it?
No, it was on the chin. It was a short right hook to the chin.
And he's in trouble.
He's all over the place.
He's in real trouble. Tete's in a lot of trouble, and the referee wants to look at him. He's allowing it to continue. The referee asking, is he okay? Casimero wants to finish it right here, right now, and finish it he has. The title changes handily. Stunned by this.
See, no, here, nothing's happening. Then all of a sudden, look, he doubles up really quick with the first one did all the damage, and he was gone.
Well, so you see that?
You can't see it there, but the referee, but it was a great shot. He stepped around, and the left foot's gone outside of the right foot of the southpaw. Right on the temple. Right on the temple. Right shoulder, right foot, right on the temple. And he does it again, doubles it up again, but the first one did all the damage.
He jumps in with a body shot, which initially I thought was what had done it, and then he lands with two right hands to the side of the head.
And he's done. Now look at this now. There's nothing really clear and conclusive. He got caught on the top of the head there, Tete, but he wasn't recovering from the first one. You know, the referee could have easily stepped in after the first knockdown. But you know, the referee Steve Gray was right to step in there, and you've got to be happy for him.
Lovely fella, Tete, in floods of tears, being consoled by his trainer Loiso Mtaya. But it's all about the other man, Casimero, the man from Ormoc City in the Philippines.
And he did a job on him, and he did a job on Tete.
It's of round number 3. Our referee in charge, Steve Gray, waves it off. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and new WBO Bantamweight Champion of the World,